Can Khalil Mack get his revenge? It's the coach. This is the start of Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, it's our first transatlantic game of the year, as it'll be the Oakland Raiders as a home team taking on their former All-Pro Khalil Mack and the Chicago Bears. I'll see you again at halftime. But first, let's get you across the pond to good old London, England. Standing by, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Chicago Bears and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And now a look at the offense for Chicago.
Running back Tariq Cohen brings us all to our feet when he's on the field because you never know how they're going to utilize it. In 2018, was able to run, throw, and catch a touchdown pass. And in addition, was a 2018 Pro Bowl return specialist for the NFC. The human joystick makes everything better when he's on the field.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. A look there at how the Raiders will start defensively. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face. But you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
From the 41, Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
4 yards on the dump-off at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to fight.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Raiders under head coach John Gruden in his second go-round. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. A look now at the Oakland offense.
And there's offensive tackle Trent Brown, signed away from New England in the offseason on a 4-year, $66 million deal to protect his new quarterback in Oakland, Derek Carr. No stranger to the Bay Area. First 3 years in the league were with San Francisco as a 49er. He can play left or right tackle.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. It's complete to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. For Williams, there are the numbers from a week ago. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Carr now to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
No, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. A look at the starters. Win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And down he'll go at the 25. The numbers for Green in last week's ball game: 4 catches, 101 yards.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson is going to fire one, and that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw off these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll run forward to Cohen. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A.J. Green, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up 4th down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second year in Oakland for Walter after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. Well, now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. Running is Jacobs. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Carr, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a carry for Jacobs. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is the tight end Fant. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Darryl Worley up to make the tackle. They'll run on second down with Cohen. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be able.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tyrell Williams heading back out on the field now. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. On the draw, Richard. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Jackson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down now. It's Cohen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 45 on 2nd down. Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Carr now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now Carr, catch made, it's Moreau. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Carr gives to Richard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Carr going to throw, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfro, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Vikings who are out.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Here's Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw there out to Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Richard. He wipes out the... They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd down, Richard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll make this an 8-point game. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Throwing is Jackson. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but more mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 1st down, a run with Cohen. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 36, Jackson is going to let this go for the end zone. Allen Robinson, 36 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
So that drive, 4 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, it's Jacobs. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And an alley to run. Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out there? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Cohen. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw is Jackson. And an alley to run. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, It's Cohen, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they?
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Maurice Hurst gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Jackson, he's got his man here. It's Green. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Barry.
He was one of the most precise route runners.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken at his 4. Broken tackle. Brushing off defenders.
We got this.
Lamar Jackson heading back out as we check out our... At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against. Some, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another? And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A.J. Green. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw his car. Jones has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Well, all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger. Cuts right sideline and some space. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Adam Shaheen, his second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carr now on first down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. To throw again on second down. Carr. Complete to Jones. That one a first down pickup of 8. To throw, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a second and long. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. This is caught by Williams. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On first and 10, here's Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. A loss of 2 there, second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Carr, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now Carr, able to find Waller. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up first and goal. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get